In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 18, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards versus Golden State Warriors. This matchup features an interconference clash between two teams that have struggled to meet expectations this season, as the Washington Wizards travel cross-country to face the Golden State Warriors on Saturday night. In their most recent outing on Thursday night, Washington fell short at home, losing 130-123 to the Phoenix Suns. Despite the defeat, the Wizards managed to cover the spread as 11.5-point underdogs. Meanwhile, Golden State narrowly edged past the Minnesota Timberwolves 116-115 on the road Wednesday night, pulling off an upset victory as a 7-point underdog. Historically, the Warriors have dominated the regular season series between these two teams, holding a 119-86 advantage. They have also emerged victorious in the last 5 matchups, including a 125-112 road win earlier this season on November 4, 2024. In terms of player availability, the Wizards are dealing with the continued absence of Marvin Bagley, Malcolm Brogdon, and Saddiq Bey, which has further compounded their struggles this season. On the other hand, the Warriors are without Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, and Kyle Anderson. Despite their own injury woes, the Warriors appear well positioned to secure a decisive victory and cover the spread at home against a floundering Washington squad. One of the Wizards' most significant issues has been their defensive shortcomings, as they currently allow the highest points per game in the NBA. Golden State's offense should have little trouble capitalizing on this weakness. Additionally, Washington has had a dismal record against the spread this season, standing at 15-22-2 overall and a concerning 5-9-2 when playing as a road underdog. The Wizards' woes this season have been glaring, with little reason to expect an improvement in this contest. Entering the game, Washington is riding an 8-game losing streak and has struggled mightily on the road, where they hold a 1-15 record. Furthermore, their overall performance against teams outside the Southeast Division has been abysmal, sitting at 2-30. The absence of key players like Brogdon and Bagley III has left the team relying heavily on younger, less experienced talent with minimal veteran leadership. Golden State, while underperforming by their standards this season, finds themselves in a favorable position for this matchup. They are well rested and benefit from the home court advantage. Stephen Curry's standout performance in the recent win over Minnesota highlights his ability to take control, and Washington's struggling defense presents an ideal opportunity for Golden State to shine. So the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Washington enters this game with 3 consecutive games hitting the over, and the underlying statistics make it clear why this trend has persisted. Defensively, the Wizards rank last in the league in scoring defense and have performed poorly in key areas, including 23rd in field goal percentage defense, 23rd in 3-point defense, and 24th in 2-point defense. Offensively, Washington's high-tempo style of play is evident, as they rank 4th in the NBA in pace, averaging 102 possessions per game. While Golden State may not boast the same offensive explosiveness as in their prime years, matchups against defensively weak teams like Washington can allow them to recapture some of their former brilliance. The Warriors currently rank 13th in pace, averaging 99.1 possessions per game this season, which further bolsters their offensive opportunities in this game. The over is an attractive option in this matchup, as Golden State is well equipped to exploit the Wizards' league worst defense, while Washington's fast-paced style allows them to put up points as well. The Warriors' pace of play, ranked 8th in the league at 101.7, complements the Wizards' 4th-ranked pace of 103.3, creating the potential for a high-scoring affair. Historical trends also support this outcome, with 5 of the last 7 meetings between these teams surpassing the total. Given Golden State's ability to capitalize on Washington's defensive vulnerabilities, this game appears poised to follow suit with a high final score. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Cleveland Cavaliers are set to hit the road as they travel to the Target Center for a matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game promises to be an intriguing battle, and we have prepared a detailed preview and breakdown to get you ready for the action. Cleveland comes into this game reeling from a crushing loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder, while the Timberwolves are coming off a game on Friday night and will be facing the Cavaliers on the second night of a back-to-back. The Cavaliers may be dealing with some roster challenges in this matchup, as both Isaac Okoro and Evan Mobley are listed as questionable for the game. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves will continue to play without Dante DiVincenzo and Leonard Miller, who remain unavailable. Cleveland's recent performance left much to be desired, as they suffered their worst loss of the regular season on Thursday night, falling to the Thunder in a lopsided defeat. Donovan Mitchell had an uncharacteristically quiet game, failing to score in double figures for the first time in 37 appearances this season. Over the last 8 games, Mitchell has been inconsistent, posting averages of 19.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.9 steals, and 3.1 three-pointers in 29.2 minutes per contest. Notably, 13 of Cleveland's last 15 games have been decided by double-digit margins, which could explain the reduced minutes for Mitchell during this stretch. Having fresher legs will be a significant advantage for Cleveland as they take the floor on Saturday. The Cavaliers have shown their offensive potential by scoring at least 115 points in 3 consecutive games, and they will aim to maintain that trend in this matchup. Their ability to take care of the basketball and create quality scoring opportunities will be crucial. On the other hand, the Timberwolves are likely to struggle offensively due to issues with turnovers and inconsistent finishing near the rim. Cleveland's defense is well equipped to limit Minnesota's three-point attempts and keep them off the free throw line, giving the Cavaliers a clear edge in this contest. Cleveland will be eager to bounce back from Thursday's disappointing loss to the Thunder, a game in which they failed to recover from a sluggish start. Expect the Cavaliers to approach this game with renewed intensity and a determination to make amends for their previous performance. The Timberwolves, on the other hand, are coming into this game with momentum following a strong showing in their win over the Knicks on Friday night. However, replicating that level of energy and execution on no rest against a formidable opponent like Cleveland will be a tall order, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Timberwolves will be playing their second game in as many nights, which could impact their effectiveness, especially on the offensive end. Coming into Friday's action, Minnesota ranks 25th in points in the paint, 26th in fast break points, and 22nd in total points per game. While they have been solid defensively against three-point shooting, limiting opponents to 34.9% from beyond the arc, their offensive limitations are likely to be a significant factor in this game. Cleveland will aim to take control early and build a substantial lead, using their superior depth and execution to capitalize on Minnesota's fatigue. Considering the circumstances, this game is likely to fall short of the projected total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Rockets versus Portland Trail Blazers. The 2024-2025 NBA season continues on Saturday, January 18th, featuring an intriguing Western Conference matchup between the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trail Blazers. This game will take place at Moda Center in Portland, Oregon, providing a high-energy setting for these teams to conclude their 3-game regular season series. Houston and Portland wrap up their 3-game regular season set. The two teams have split their previous encounters, with the Rockets dominating the Trail Blazers in a 116-88 victory as 11.5-point home favorites on November 22nd. However, Portland bounced back the very next day, securing a 104-98 road win to even the series. The Rockets will enter this matchup still dealing with injury issues, as key players Jabari Smith Jr. and Jock Landale remain sidelined. Meanwhile, the Trail Blazers have their own roster challenges, ruling out Denny Avdija but providing an optimistic update on Jerami Grant, who has been upgraded to questionable for this contest. The Houston Rockets are a team capable of delivering explosive performances, but their recent track record against the spread shows inconsistency, going 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. On the other hand, the Trail Blazers have managed to claim 8 of their 15 total wins at home, including a notable victory over the Rockets in November as significant underdogs. While the Rockets are often a reliable pick as underdogs or narrow favorites, the current scenario of double-digit chalk is less convincing. The Trail Blazers, particularly if Jerami Grant suits up, can find stretches of offensive rhythm, and Houston has a recurring habit of losing steam and blowing leads in the second half. so the Portland Trail Blazers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In their last 10 outings, the Trail Blazers have been averaging 108 points per game while maintaining a field goal percentage of 46%. However, their defensive struggles are glaring as they have been conceding over 117 points per game during the same period. They are a young and developing team, but the potential return of Jerami Grant adds a spark, giving them the ability to compete effectively on certain levels. The total points wager for this game is particularly tricky due to the unpredictable nature of the Trail Blazers. On one hand, Houston has the defensive capability to hold Portland to fewer than 100 points. On the other, the Rockets themselves could easily reach or exceed the 120-point mark in this matchup. It's worth noting that Portland has allowed at least 117 points in each of their last 4 games, highlighting their defensive vulnerabilities. When it comes to pace, the Rockets are ranked 19th in the league, averaging 98.7 possessions per 48 minutes, while the Trail Blazers are slightly faster at 14th, with 99 possessions per game. Turnovers have been a persistent issue for Portland, which should provide Houston with opportunities to push the tempo and capitalize in transition. Historically, 5 of Houston's last 6 games overall have gone over the total, as have 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams at Moda Center. While both teams are relatively middle of the pack in terms of pace, this particular matchup is expected to feature a higher tempo, increasing the likelihood of a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.